because our team members, I want other people coming in to have the same mindset. We've built an incredible family culture, and I want people coming in that fit that culture.
Yeah.
And so our team members are who refer people in. We don't post jobs. But before, when we did post jobs, if you had seen an Uncle Nearest posting, what you would realize is it would have the title, whatever that title was. You'd click on it. There would be no job description. It would be our 10 guiding principles. And if you scroll through the guiding principles and you agreed with the guiding principles, now you should read the job description. But if you don't agree with all 10, don't even apply, because we have a set of 10 hiring principles, and every guiding principle has a corresponding hiring principle. So as they're doing the interviews, my SVPs or CBO or whatever, they have to check off all 10 hiring principles before that interview comes to me. So I just save people time. If you don't agree with these 10 principles, if you don't embody them, don't apply.
Because faith is also a part of the
our
principles.
guiding principles.
Yeah, they're a part of the principles.
Yep.
You built this like a team, though. I'm trying to remember from like our first sit down interview. I remember this. Some about Major League Baseball, or major, like it was about teams.
Yep.
What was it?
You're talking about Pound the Rock, San Antonio Spurs.
That was
Greg Popovich, the most winningest NBA coach of all time. And the philosophy is, and this is one of our guiding principle number 3. Every day we pound the rock. And what that essentially means is it's an old philosopher. I can't remember the person's name who's talked about it, but it was that a person will go and they will hit a stone or hit a rock over and over again, same place, but it may not crack until the 100th blow.
Yeah.
But it's not the 100th blow that cracked the rock. It was the 100 blows that came before it.
Yeah.
But that entire time, you are not seeing anything. It's the same as farmers, right? They're out there, they're planting the seeds, they're watering it, they're doing that every single year, and they're not seeing any change.
Yeah.
And they won't see the change until the season comes for the change to happen. But they still have to be out there prepping the soil, planting the seeds, watering the ground. They still have to do the work even when they're not seeing it.
Yeah.
And that's the philosophy of every day we pound the rock.
I mean, but you talk about this in the book. You talk about how when you get in the whiskey business, you have to understand that every time you are aging a barrel, you know that you're not going to see every barrel come to life.
Listen, the reason why most businesses, most bourbon companies, most whiskey companies fail, specifically bourbon, because our requirements are a lot more stringent. Bourbon, Tennessee whiskey, it's a lot more stringent than all the other whiskeys that are out there. The reason that so many fail is, I'll give you an example. Last year, $25 million worth of barrels is what I laid down. Laid down means put the whiskey in the barrels, put it in the rickhouse. I can't bottle those for at least 4 more years. So multiply that every year I am spending so much money to lay down barrels that I can't make money on for at least 4 years. That's why most never make it.
Yeah. God, that's such a principle for life, though.
It is.
It's the principle for life.
You can look at the current moment and say, it's so hard.
Yeah.
And that can prevent you from laying down the future. And for me, I have to do both. I have to lay down the future and deal with the challenges of today.
That's a word, Fawn, that'll preach. You know that'll preach, Fawn, that'll preach. I'm laying it down now. But there's some stuff I may not see.
Yeah.
But I know it's going to come into fruition. Yeah. As we begin to close this out, I mean, because you are a woman about town. You got things to do, Fawn. So I want to be so respectful of your time. As we begin to close out, I mean, I don't want to leave without this one, because I think this is so important for so many people who look at a business and they say, well, I mean, it's 1 million out there, and it's so many, and maybe the market's too saturated, or maybe I shouldn't start because there's so many other people out here. And in 2018, the New York Times wrote, "The whiskey aisle keeps getting more crowded," and you said, "But I wanted other Black entrepreneur whiskeys alongside Uncle Nearest in every store in America. What would be the point of doing this if we couldn't shake up the white male stranglehold on the spirits industry? Mm-hmm. Why?
Well, I think it is, again, I understand why I'm here.
Yeah.
I didn't come into this industry. This is the part that I think a lot of people don't understand, but you do when you read the book. I had money before this began.
Yes, she did, y'all. Baby, she had coins.
I had real estate before this began.
Yeah.
I owned everything that I wanted before I founded Uncle Nearest. And so me building this, I'm not motivated by money.
Yeah.
And so when I'm looking at it, what is it that I am called to do? What is it that I need to do, want to do? Y'all gonna see me in 10 years, and this thing is going to be through the roof crazy. And guess what? I'm still going to be booking Coach. I'm still going to be doing my own manicures when I get around to doing my manicures.
She ain't had one in 4 months, she said.
Listen, that's why I'm sitting here picking my cuticle, because I probably need to go give myself one. But the thing is that what is important to me, I cut out things that I don't have time for. My hairstyle, that is a direct reflection of me saying I got bigger things to do. My lack of manicure, I got bigger things to do. There are just, I'm moving through life and I'm cutting out every single thing that does not help me reach the goal that I have set. And the goal I have set is to build the first spirit conglomerate that is not founded by, owned by, led by a white man.
Yeah.
That is what I have set out to do. Well, there's a reason that's not been done before in the history of our country. And so I'm not looking for easy. I don't expect easy.
Yeah.
Because if it was easy, somebody else would have done it.
Absolutely.
And so along the way, I just keep making cuts. Everything that takes away from the time I need. It's one of the reasons you're not going to ever see me argue with my husband. That's an unnecessary amount of time. Conversations. Respectful. On to the next.
Yeah. On to the next. Fawn Weaver, one word you are committed to in the season of your life.
Transparency.
Why?
I think we are in an opaque world. And people need to see more transparency. People need to believe that you can be authentic, that you can be yourself, that you can be unapologetically who God created you to be, and you don't have to shield that.
Yeah.
You can do that openly.
You can do that openly. Fawn Weaver, you are an inspiration to so many, including myself. It is an honor for you to sit in that seat. Thank you so much for joining us today. Vault Empowers Talks, another good one for the books. Be sure to share this with someone who needs a little more transparency in the season of their life. Until next time, you guys, I'm your host, Brandy Harvey. Eat well, give a damn, move your body every single day. Peace. Hey, Vault family, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this clip, make sure to check out our full interview on our channel at Vault Empowers Talks. We don't just scratch the surface. We dive deep into the lives of some of the world's most influential leaders and change makers. Don't forget to like, to comment, and be sure to subscribe for more inspiring conversations. See you next time.